Hello all, welcome to Selenium Python Training Series. In this session, as part of BDD using Behave, I am going to explain the difference between BDD, that is behavior driven development, versus traditional development. Okay, to go forward with the upcoming topics, right, in this BDD using Behave topics, we have to first understand why BDD, we have to understand how it is different from traditional development, we have to understand that I am going to cover in this session. So let's get started. So on the left side, I'll write down traditional development. In traditional development, there are some challenges. Okay. To overcome the challenges, people or developers will generally go for BDD, that is nothing but behavioral driven development. Shortly, it is known as BDD. Okay. Shortly, behavioral driven development is known as BDD. So generally, the general development that people will do, okay, without going this kind of BDD kind of practices is nothing but traditional development. Traditional means it's being there from long time, okay, the common way of developing the software. But there are some challenges in this traditional development, okay. The challenges are nothing but the client will ask for something, but the developers will deliver some other thing. That is, wrong product is getting delivered. The chances are very high in the traditional development that, okay, chances are very high that a wrong product is getting delivered by the development team, despite of having very good skills, technical skills and all, skill set and all. The development team is not able to deliver the right product. Okay, they have very good technical skills, but they are lagging somewhere, and because of which the client is asking for a circle, they are delivering the square, which is a wrong product, right? If the client is asking for circle, you have to deliver the circle, for example, right? So what's going wrong in the traditional development is, in traditional development, developers or technical team will give more importance on how to develop. How to develop is, okay, given more importance than what to develop. Okay. For example, let's go to a real world example, and let's say a client came, okay, to a construction company, okay, very big project that is, and the client is asking that construction company to develop some 11 floors building or something kind of thing, very big project, okay, 11 floors building. So now the constructor, the construction company has a construction team, right? So they are very highly skillful people, okay, very, they know which brick they have to use, or which beam they have to use, which window they have to put, okay, and all those stuff. But they are very negligent in terms of finding out from client what exactly the client is expecting, what kind of some clients want ultra modern kind of building, some client wants traditional, okay, traditional kind of buildings, very native, good looking, hut model kind of buildings or something, okay, different people have different, clients have different interests, right? But here the interest of the client is not taken into picture, rather the construction team is very confident on their technical skills, and they have neglected what exactly the client wants. And now the construction team has constructed that particular building in their own way without worrying much about what the client actually wants. So what happened? A wrong building has been constructed. Even though they are very good in time, on time they have constructed and with all the facilities and all, but that is not what the client wants. A lot of budget of the client has been wasted. This is a problem in development also, in the software development also the same thing will happen. Client will ask you to develop something and you are delivering something. Why? Because you are focused more on the development team or technical team who is working on that software project is focusing more on how to develop, how many people are required, how many, what skill set is required, which tools we have to use, which programming language we have to use, what is architecture we have to implement, all those stuff. Okay, that they are worried about, but they are not focusing on what to develop, what exactly the client wants is ignored here. This is not the problem of the developers. This is a problem with the process in the traditional development, where this process of the traditional development is not enforcing the development team to also give importance to know from the client what to be developed rather than how to develop. Okay, once the project comes, they will start working blindly. Okay, we have 6 months of time. Let's complete this. That's it. Which tools we have to use, how many resources we need, what skill sets are required, what are the complexities, and they develop, and at the end, right, they will deliver wrong products. Client will be unhappy. This is what happens in the traditional development. But in behavior driven development, the process, okay, if there are any projects which are following this process of behavior driven development approach or something, okay, then they will be enforced. Okay, in this behavior driven development, the development team will be enforced to find out what exactly the client wants. Okay, the process is designed in such a way that, okay, more focus is mandatorily to be given to find out what to be developed. Okay, developers and testers or whoever technical team who is working on the project need to or must have to find out what the client exactly wants. And the key, the ball is in the client's court only. Okay, the business team from the client side have to approve that whatever that developers are going to work, the business team need to approve their work. Then only they have to proceed. How that will be done? Here, the chances for the development team is very high in delivering a right product. Okay, if the client is asking for this one, the development team also, that a technical team will deliver the same product. Okay, the chances are very high to deliver a right product. And how this happens is because of the communication. Okay, so in behavior driven development following projects, right, the the process will be kind of very enforced kind of process where the communication is given utmost importance. Okay, the communication between the, here, only one time communication will be there at the beginning of the project in traditional development, but in behavior driven development, the communication is more. Okay. Day to day communication may be there. The business team need to be actively involved, business team, the development team need to be actively involved. They have to go through the meetings and all. They have to discuss a lot of stuff. Otherwise, the work will not proceed. Okay, kind of thing. The work will be stopped if they don't communicate. Such kind of enforced process will be there in behavior driven development. And what happens in behavior driven development is, so here, business will give some requirements, okay, what to be developed kind of stuff to development team and testing team. So in the first go itself, the development team, testing team may not understand those requirements. They have to clear their doubts with the business team. And finally, the testing team may have to come up with some test cases and all that need to be shared with the business team, and business team has to approve. Once those test cases are approved, then only the development team will take the test cases and start developing the code. You see, the importance is given to what to be developed. There are some kind of test cases kind of stuff need to be approved by the business team, and using that test cases, development team is working. Such kind of thing, exists, okay, in behavior driven development projects. Not only that, as much as possible, right, the technical stuff will be communicated in English format. Okay, for example, testers have to write some automation scripts. If they are following this BDD approach, right, what they will do is they will create the scenarios or test cases in the automation scripts in English format. Behind that every step, right, they will be writing some code. Okay, the code will be hidden behind that English statements. Business team can easily review that English, right? They can understand. Business team or non-technical team, they can understand what testers are working on. Okay, they are not completely writing the pure code, but on the top of this pure code, they are creating a layer where some English kind of test case scenarios and all those stuff are there. Business team will look into that particular file to see how what testers are working on. Okay, such kind of process can be implemented in the behavior driven development approach following projects. Okay, communication is given more importance, and work to be done need to be approved. Okay, that is what to be developed is given more importance here, and once approved only they will start working. This is what is BDD. Hope you got some idea what is BDD, TDD. Here, one of the thing I was mentioning, right, testing team will create some automation scripts in English format, and behind that English some technical code will be there. Okay, how to make I cannot show you that how does it look like and all now, but in the upcoming sessions of this series you will definitely see like how we are going to write the automation scripts in BDD. Okay, so for now you got the idea, right, why BDD and all. Okay, to focus more on what to be developed, BDD kind of approaches need to be followed in the projects. People move to the BDD implementing projects to give more focus on what to be developed. But because in traditional development, there is a history that a lot of projects have delivered a wrong product that can be reduced in BDD driven, behavior driven development approach following projects. So hope guys you got the difference between these two terms, traditional development and BDD. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.